Hi everyone, it's nearly time for meditation. Hiya, thank you for joining me. It's nearly time on that Wednesday evening meditation for those who wish to join in. And it's been a very busy day for me, but also very exciting day for me, unexpectedly exciting, so I shall tell you all about that. So I'm feeling celebrationary, really. So what happened to me today was I was working with someone, and at the end of the conversation we were talking about people getting back to work, and she said she was going to go back to work on Monday, and I said, oh, remind me what you do. And well, she's an artist, and then I had a flashback of her work that I've seen before, and I thought, wow. And then I said, oh, I'm looking for someone to paint my book cover, and she's agreed to do it. So that's amazing. Talk about synchronicity, as I only just finished the writing of it, so it's all lining up, and I'm still so excited and so blessed and honoured and passionate about how things, if they're going in the right direction, all fall into line and fall into place, and it's very, very exciting. So it could be a very good collaboration, because I've got other ideas buzzing around too. So yeah, I'm looking forward now, and I'm just overexcited tonight, so you'll have to excuse me. And I also worked with someone today, and they said that the meditations they preferred to be quiet. So and I get that some people like non-talking meditations, and there is a space in the silence, and you know, when I do workshops, that's what happens. But I feel a bit of a numpty sat here doing a meditation without saying anything. So, plus they use the vibration of my voice. So that's why I talk through them. You can choose to ignore the talking and just take the vibration. And I wondered maybe if you even turn the sound down and just let the vibration come through, how you would feel after that. So maybe one or two of you would like to experiment with that. So switch me on and turn the sound down and see what vibration you get then. But I do know that the vibration they bring through me is with the voice and with the heart. And I can only be me, so my online work will continue to be this way. So yeah, so that's me, and that's who I am, and I'm happy with that. And I've had a bit more laughter over only a very few people are reading my book at the moment. And I've had a few funny comments, and I've also noticed that the funny comments people make about the book are all very, very different. And the difference is it triggers people in different places. So if this book I've written carries a healing vibration, so if people have a subject that maybe they feel awkward about, or maybe that needs to be looked at, it may pop out in a sentence in the book. So I'm finding it very interesting, the feedback so far. So yeah, all good here. Hope everything is all good with you. Although I have to say, missing my family like crazy, and really want to get together with them. So yeah, the sooner that happens, the better. And I think that is a big cause of anxiety for lots of people. In all sort of walks of life, doesn't matter who you are, but you still have a missing within you, doesn't it? And even if you live on your own, there's still missing going outside so much and interacting socially with people there. And of course there's still a lot of people in our world that are grieving at the moment, or lots of things coming up in them, like anger or sadness, or feeling a little depressed, or feeling totally frustrated. And these are all feelings that we all experience every now and again, and we need perhaps to look at why and to track back to where the first event of a certain feeling happened. And that can be very cathartic, but also it can release you. So it's really great thing to do is to work on the self. And those of you who have the time to do that now, it's a really good idea to do. And if you don't know how to do it, all you have to do is sit and just listen. And then gradually you would find that your inner voice or your inner inspiration comes to you. So if you sit long enough, and I don't mean for days on end, but if you sit long enough and listen to the silence, then the silence gives you all the answers that you require. And they will only come, the answers will only come when they're meant to come. So it's a really present place to be, to come into balance, to come into silence, and to come into self. So I think it's very, very important at the moment, especially as so many things are going on around the world and people are saying do this, do that. Actually listen to your heart. What is the right thing to do for humanity right now? And humanity absolutely needs to change. We all need to change. And that change will cause us, on occasion, some uncomfortable feelings. But as we change in humanity, and as we communicate with each other on an equal basis, we are able to build bigger and better platforms for each and every one of us. Platforms where everybody can be heard, because you know what I'm going to say next. Everybody's important. Everybody's words are important. Everybody's views are important. Everybody's opinions are important. But the most important thing, in my humble opinion, is that they need to be done with love. Because when you go into anger or go into argument, your original foundation of your view is lost. If you take hold of your view and you deliver that view with love and grace, then you will be heard more loudly. Just my opinion. That's how I like to operate. And so, you know, somebody may be shouting at the screen now saying, well, it's not like how I want to operate. That's fine. But humanity will not change until we use love, in my opinion. And I have the right to my opinion. Ooh. So, and you have the right to yours too. So I don't know where we're going tonight or what we'll get up to, but I sat in the presence of Archangel Metatron, and I was individually taught, as many others are, by Archangel Metatron, and I think he sort of stayed with me for about, I think it was 12 to 18 months, and he was with me constantly, and so I was working and learning and studying with his ways. And he's well, they all are quite strict when they're teaching another, strict with love, of course. And Metatron Cube is what we'll be working with tonight, and the Merkaba. So expect lots of colour and lots of angelic infiltrations tonight. So it's rather wonderful, because I've missed him actually, because I'm now working constantly with Archangel Michael. So Archangel Michael is my teacher at the moment, and we're doing lots of study and things together so that I understand different things on different levels. So I haven't seen Metatron for a while, although I know he always floats around, as do all of the angels and archangels. And it's not just for me, they float around all of us, okay? So if you want to connect with the archangels, and there are many, not just the known ones, you might get one come in and tell you its name, although name isn't that important, but they're all very present and around us. And one of the ladies that joins us in meditation here, I think she said she fed back to me that she saw a crystal angel, and I can't remember its name now, but it wasn't any of the ones that I've ever known before. And I thought, how wonderful that all these angels are coming forward now and working with us. So watch out for the angels' names popping into your psyche, because they really want to help us, and they want to bring us forward, and they want us to step forward. And well, they're happy that we believe in them. They'd like us to encourage others to believe in them. But that, again, that's up to you. You can either share what you experience, or you can keep it to yourself. And I know some people like to be private with it, so that's a good thing if it's good for you, because if you're in the middle of studying with an angel, you might not want to share that experience. But when you have that experience and you've gathered enough education, wouldn't it be nice to share it with others? It doesn't matter if they laugh at you. You're sharing their love, you're sharing their vibration, and I can guarantee the people that laugh the most at you go away and seriously think about it. So even though you think, oh my God, I've made a fool of myself, you've planted a seed, and that seed will grow. And most people, even though they may not admit to it, will take that advice or that knowing from you and look at it. Whether they do anything with it, that's entirely up to them. You're not in control of that. You're only in control of what you can share with people and what you want to share with people. And I totally understand. There are some situations that you can't share it in. So you have to be careful as well. Be mindful for yourself. So, and that's always been my downfall in the past. I have learned to create better boundaries for myself, but especially because I'm quite an excitable character and I like to share things and I don't care who knows. Sometimes it can be inappropriate. So choose your words wisely, deliver them with grace and with love, and share your gifts, whatever those gifts may be. So yeah, that's a good thing to do. And thank you everybody for all your comments on my photograph I posted 3 years ago today about my hair. I was only joking, by the way. So I'm not that vain, but I'm vain enough to notice my hair looks a wreck, so in my opinion. So thank you for all your lovely comments, but I was having a laugh with you, really. So it's just my odd sense of humour. So yeah, I hope the day's been good to you all, and I hope you find the breath of love coming in tonight, okay? And rejoice with the angels as they come in tonight, because I feel they're going to come in and really crowd you out. So that's nice too. So they're celebrating with me and with all of us. And when I was celebrating this afternoon, I was like really like up and like almost dancing around the cottage, and I started to cry, and they said, "Why are you crying?" I said, "Because I'm happy." So I cry when I'm sad, and cry when I'm happy. So it's a good thing, isn't it? It's an emotion, a release of joy, and knowing you're doing something right because everything's lining up. So I hope everything's lining up for you. And even if you don't feel as though it is, be rest assured your opportunities will come, and your celebrations will come, and your love will come when it's the right time. And sometimes we have to be very, very patient. And I'm not a very patient person, although I've learned to be more patient. So it's all part of the learning, all part of the understanding, all part of the balance and the giving and the receiving. So yeah, so it's really good. So here we go. I've no theme for tonight at the moment, so just Metatron. So I'm going to let his vibration come in and join with you. So for those of you who haven't meditated before, please know just to relax. I find if you close your eyes it's better. If you don't want to close your eyes, that's fine too. You can lay me on the side of your work surface or your table or your chair, and you can just listen. Or, as I said, you can turn the sound down and just get the vibration. It's whatever floats your boat, really, however you react to my delivery of the energy and vibration. And obviously it's not mine. I'm just a channel for Divine Source. And you can all do that too. It's taken me a lot of years to get to where I am, but everybody can do what I do. So why not try it? You have to work towards different stages in your life, but I'm no different from anybody else. Okay, so what's available to me is available to you and to all of us, and we are all love. So let's go into that love space now. Let's relax the mind, relax the body, relax the soul, and breathe. Breathe in the light of love, the light of direct source. Breathe it into your body so it travels in sort of a wiggly path, almost like a snake, but it's not a snake. It's a beautiful rhythm, like a golden chain going in and out, side to side. So it's spiraling down your whole body. And feel that spiral. Feel that golden light, your connection, your forever connection. This never goes. You're connected always when you want to be. So you're always surrounded with love and peace and the ability to make a difference to yourself, to bring the balance back, the center point back, to bring your being back. So if you've had a tough day and it's been really tiring, let's bring that new sense of well-being back into your heart center. If you've been upset by someone, let's forget that. Put it to one side, lay it down with love. Let's get into our very own vibration. So I know when things upset another, they can go round and round and round in your head. Well, let's lay it down. We don't need that. We need to be in our own vibration to receive the best out of the energy that's coming to you right now. So deep breathing, and then this deep breathing will turn into a rock, to a rock and roll. So it will be like your breath is going in through your body and up through your head and down through your heart, through all the chakra systems, both the inner chakras and the outer chakras. We are attaching and joining to all, and this makes for a beautiful scene and a beautiful feeling of total harmony and peace within. Now I want you to walk towards that harmony and peace. Walk forward in your mind's eye. And as you walk forward, there is a gate. It's a beautiful gate, and it's swinging open just for you. Walk forward into the deeper light of the source. Some of you will experience vibrant colour here, and Metatron's cube is above us and surrounds us. So he is sending light down through his cube. I want you to experience that as vibrational energy, so I'm going to leave you here for a few minutes just to breathe into the body and your soul, to ignite your spirit, to sparkle. And for those of you who are feeling an energy on your throat, this is because it needs to be cleared. So if you've got an inner scream surfacing within you now, just let it out. Even if it's in a big breath, just let it out, because Metatron's light actually gathers all that's negative, and we can transmute it right now. You don't need to hold on to things. You don't need to be in a negative space. We can take that out of the throat right now, because the throat sometimes can get very clogged and very sick when it hasn't said what it's meant to say. So those of you who are feeling it in the throat now, let this energy come right out, and then let the golden light come right in, okay, to really calm the throat energy and the communication. And this will help you in the future to have better communication. And it's a good thing. Talking's a good thing. Action is good too, but talking is a good thing. Now we're going right down to the heart center now. And for those of you with hurting hearts, I want you to think about why it's hurting. I want you to think about it right now. See what comes up into your thinking zone. Okay, and the thinking zone is showing its presence around between sort of the third eye and your natural eyes. So it's almost creating a triangle. So the point is on the top of the third eye, and then it's going across your eye, across the bridge of your nose to the other eye and back. So it's a pyramid that's being created there, okay? And this is linking with your heart and is drawing up what's making you hurt or feel sad right now. And I want you just to throw anything you can into there. And some of you may think, well, my heart's not hurting, but think of something a thought may come into your head randomly, and this is something that maybe you've locked down. Just let it come up, put it into the pyramid, and send it on its way, because it's doing you no good. And let's just let that solidify a minute. Let's let it blend and transmute, blend and transmute. And now I have a symbol which is coming down from that space. So it's coming right over your nose and down over the center of your mouth. And this symbol is like a line, but it's got lots of squiggles going from side to side. And this is activating different things within different people. So this activates new stuff coming up, okay, in order that you grow. And it's great because what they're bringing is attributes to you, or reminding you of ancient attributes that were held within your psyche or in your ancestors' psyche, actually. So you may get a vision if you're clairvoyant, or a feeling if you're clairsentient, about your ancestors joining you right now. And some have many, many ancestors here tonight, and they're here to celebrate with us and to help you with the new gifts, which are quite ancient, that are coming back to you. So just let this symbol, if you wish. If you don't wish, then just relax. You only activate these things if you're ready to activate them and if you want to activate them. So this is no big deal if you don't want to take part in that. But let this symbol just sit with you for a minute. And I want you to receive, and some of you will have gone off on your own journey by now, because there's a deeper learnings there this evening. So some of you will just go off into your own space and it will seem like a sleep. Okay, some of you now will have the pleasure of seeing Metatron's eyes, and when you look into his eyes, it's like pools of light, but these pools of light have spectrums of other light within them. Okay, so it's like you're looking into an eye of a never-ending soul, and that's drawing you in, and it's just giving you this direct angelic energy. It's coming all around you. It's just so fantastic. Just receive. It's your time to receive. And love receiving. You know, you give enough, so time to receive. So just look into his eyes, and if you're not visionary, you can either feel it or know it. And you might just feel of a pair of eyes. You might just think of a pair of eyes. There's no set rule to how you receive. But just know you deserve to receive. So now, I want you to think about the back of your heart. And I want you to concentrate on the back of your heart, because there are baby wings at the very back of your heart. And I want you to experience what's going to happen next. So it's like looking at a cherub with tiny little wings, and those wings are now on the back of your heart. And I want you to think about what those wings are telling you, what those wings are giving you, and how you think about your very own wings. It's wings of energy, wings of flight, wings of stepping up, wings of growth, wings of comfort, wings of confidence, of timing, of balance, of love. And you are now upon the wings of love. And I just want you to float, and you feel like sort of like you're on a cloudy type, spongy type of material, okay? It's all building up beneath you. It's an energy which is formed to comfort you. And it's a beautiful blanket, but it doesn't look like a blanket. It looks like a heavenly cloud. And this is a really special cloud because it's going to transport you to a place that you will be familiar with. And you don't have to go on the cloud, but you may experience something rather special. So allow your being to imagine or to know or to see that it is in the floating cloud of divine angelic love. And many of you will experience different things here. And Metatron is known to transport people to very different places. So it may transport you to a place of pure inspiration in your mind. It may transport you to a place that you want to be, where you want to live. It may transport you to people you want to be with. Or it may transport you just to stillness. Wherever it transports you is right for you, right now, even if you don't like it. It's where you need to be right now. And the air is pure, and the magical breath of Divine Source is pure, and you are pure. And sometimes it helps us to feel that purity within, because we forget that. We forget what we were born with. And we've built so many layers upon layers upon layers of masks that we forget the true essence of who we are. And of course that's purity. And some of you will be feeling an excitement in the tummy as this happens, because it's a reminder of where you've come from. As a reminder of your real home, the source of all light. And all of that light penetrates into you right now and welcomes you home once again. And just be with that home, with that source light, with Metatron's cube guiding us. And for those of you who wish to use his Merkaba to travel, it's going to come up in a minute. Well, it's there waiting actually. So step forward into the travel and go. And it's so amazingly beautiful, and some of you will have a right blast. And why shouldn't we? We all need that at the moment, some laughter and letting your hair down. But letting your hair down with Divine Source. It's the most brilliant feeling. I'll leave you for a few minutes just to enjoy and experience. Make sure you say hi to the Creator of all. And remember, in a world full of pain, we can create love. In a world full of grief, we can create joy. And in a world full of depression, we can create creation. Creation to lift our souls, to inspire others, and to inspire ourselves. And sometimes in these moments, that is the greatest of all inspiration. And I can see chalices being delivered to us through the heavens. So for those of you who are ready to receive your gold cup. And if you feel like drinking from it, do. Your cup runneth over. And if you're given an empty cup, you will be given the energy to fill it. So don't be disappointed, because it's exciting and it's taken us forward to a better future, individually and in the one consciousness. And as the collective consciousness is very apparent at the moment, because we are on a certain level pulling more together as one whole being, which is really, really good. Remember that we are all one, and that we can interconnect and interact with each other. And that your energy is so important on this earth at this time. And that you are doing what you've come to do. You're great. You're immense. And you're so much powerful than you know. When the power is used in love, of course. So step into those mighty shoes and make a difference. Because you truly are the difference in our world. And we can make a lighter world without the heaviness of corruption and greed. It's not about power. People have got the wrong idea of power. It's not in money. It's not in things. It's not in promotion. It's in how you treat each other, how you feel inside, how you inspire each other and love each other. And yes, at times, love can be tough. But isn't it worth it? Isn't it worth the challenges to experience the great love? To rise above where you were, to get to where you're going, but in a positive vibration, not knocking others down on the way. To help the homeless, to talk to those people who don't feel as though they're worth to be talked to. Everyone is worth it. Everyone is showing us something. And as I always say, you are the teachers and the students. So the vibration is growing to a very strong, powerful vibration right now. The energy is really growing. And some of you might feel it very, very physically this next bit, because there's an energy coming down the right center core of your body, okay? And sometimes that can feel quite heavy, but it's beautiful. You're receiving your gifts. You're receiving the next part of knowledge that you're going to need on this life's pathway. And like the seedlings that grow on earth, these are seeds coming to you for you to nurture and for you to see grow rapidly. Just trust in yourself. Trust in who you are and the hope that we all bring to each other. And some of you will be stood on a star right now, on the edge of a star, looking out into a great expanse of space. Breathe the atmosphere in. It's not very often we get to sit on the edge of a star, is it? So it's very cosmic as well as powerful tonight. And there's lots of coloured stars coming to you now, like coming in rays of light. And you'll be surprised where they hit your body or surround your body. And take note of where you get the hit. It's quite important, because it may be helping to heal an ailment of yours, or helping you in your mind's eye to track back to the point of destruction where the pain was caused. And you'd be very surprised. Sometimes it goes back to other incarnations, and sometimes it goes back to childhood. It can go anywhere on your timeline, and sometimes we've buried it and forgotten. But when they show you things that come up suddenly to be healed, it's really, really important, because take your opportunity. This is the opportunity for you to heal from that time, from that injustice, from that unfairness, from that devastation. And this is the time you can take here to bring in this energy and allow it to go into your body so that you receive the healing. And for those of you who don't understand healing, it's a bit, if your tire goes on a bicycle, you repair it with a puncture kit. Well, look at it like that. But this is a permanent puncture kit, okay? So it just reseals and puts in all the light to heal the wound that is still open within you. And my belief is that is why we come to Earth, to gain this experience, to heal all our wounds from this life and many others. So everything is possible to heal if you wish. You don't have to stay in the same place that you're in and suffer. We can move through that place, and we can make you feel better, feel lighter, feel more at peace within the self. And even if your body is unable to cope with the daily aspects of life in a physical sense, you will feel balanced and peaceful in the self. So there's always something that the healing can penetrate and work with if you allow it, if you live in the hope and belief that love is real. There's a mass gathering of angels now. They're coming in and they're crowding us now. It's just really fascinating to watch. All the different coloured wings and the vibrations. They're all fluttering around you. It's a mass celebration. So we're going to go with them now. We're going to go with them to heal our Earth, and to send the rays of light to join other universes too, in the grid of the cosmic. And the grid is not known to many in a certain way, because there are grids upon grids and there are universes upon universes. So there's much that we don't know. And we don't need to know right now, but one day we might. So don't be adverse to other universes or other species joining and bringing us their understanding and their education. And when we listen to other people's education or understandings, we often learn. We don't have to take it all on board. But if we listen, we're giving the universes a chance, aren't we? We can sound each other out until we're happy that we can work with each other. It's a bit like a friendship, really, isn't it? You don't dive into a friendship straight away. You have a good look and you sound each other out. And you see, is my vibe matching their vibe? And that's all it is, really. It's a friendship, a joining, a communication. So why not explore that? But now we're ascending to our world, deep, deep, deep into the center layer tonight. So it's like having the earth sliced in half, and we're going right through the middle. And some of us are ascending down and some of us ascending up. Or round and round, whatever you're given to do. It's up to you to do it. But know it's amazing. And know that you're important. And it's important to take part in the healing of our wonderful Earth. And that helps us all, you see. It helps us all feel better. helps us all to replenish the Earth's energy, which in turn replenishes us and the wildlife and nature, and brings the vitamins and minerals back to our foods. So it's very important to join in this session, which is now turning into an infinity symbol. And sometime in the future, our Earth will have an impact. So it will go through a bit of rock and roll itself, and we'll have to readjust. And that's no different from us and our readjustment right now with the vibrations that are coming in. So when we have storms, or when we have floods, or when we have fires, it's all redistributing and rebalancing the nature and the fields and the plates within it. So it's all a natural process, and the Earth is natural. It can act no other way. It acts to our acts. It enacts our acts. So the more that we put goodness into Earth, the more the Earth can swell to its finest vibration. So we are going to go through a bit of rock and roll over the next 10 years, but we will know how to cope, we will know how to step forward and how to help each other. And we will learn that hope, faith and charity are great keys to the way we need to live. Okay, some of you will feel pressure on the head right now because they're asking us to come back. So they're calling us back. And some of you will see a kite in front of you, or something shaped like a kite. So fly back on your kite. It may be a kite of your childhood, or it may be an energy kite. But it's time now to come back into this physical place of our human world, and bring a flower back with you. A buttercup, a daisy, a lily, a rose, a twig with a flower on it. Feel the energy of that flower, and put the energy of the flower into your heart so that you blossom. And gently come back in, right into your feet. So you're going right into your feet. Your legs are going woof, back on the ground. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Feel your shoulders and your arms. Feel really back into your body. But your heart should now feel full. And if you're crying, don't worry. It's a release. Empty that beautiful well in order that it be refreshed. Just empty it out. Doesn't matter if you're crying. Okay? It's good to cry. So be the beautiful you. Sit strident in your body. Feel the power in your presence. It's amazing. Make sure you're grounded. Do not drive unless you are perfectly grounded. And as I always say, have a cup of tea, glass of water, something sweet to eat. And if you're still not grounded, go out in your garden. If you haven't got a garden, maybe wash your face. And breathe. And bring all that love back with us. And know that you're well. And you're loved. And you're supported. And you're looked after. And enjoy your dreams tonight. So that's me for this evening. My name is Jane Fishlock. I offer healing, online healings, free 30-minute healings in this time. So you need to message me to book one. I'm an inspirational speaker, a leader of meditations. I don't know what I am really, but it feels brilliant. That's how I want you to feel. Brilliant. Be who you are. Be who you've come to be, your amazing self, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You're amazing, beautiful, and awesome, and you are God's shining light. So I'm off for now, and I shall see you, if you're around, next Monday. Have a great week. Take care, be nice to each other, and feel the love. Bye-bye.